I don't have a script, so fuck you to all those people that are like, get a script, get a script. No, I'm going off rip, bitch. Okay, so what's up, guys? It is your boy Shell Shock, and we are back with another topic to discuss. So, this is just gonna be a quick video of my thoughts on Deadpool and Wolverine. Just probably like a 10-minute video or something. I don't have any script or anything like that. I'm just really just going off the dome of what I liked and what I didn't like, and then I think the next video will be just what I think of the MCU Hall H, San Diego Comic-Con Hall H and stuff. So basically, my quick thoughts on Deadpool Wolverine. Honestly, best film since Endgame, or what do you want to say? No Way Home. I feel like a lot of people will say that Endgame is the best. That's like the last best that Marvel has ever had. Like the formula of just good movies, good actors, and good story. Like I feel like they've really missed the punch. They really missed like the punch and the goal of like phase. I don't even know what fucking phase we're in right now, but like they really missed a lot of content that could have been great because they were so thirsty on the money. They thought that, oh, just feeding us bullshit every single season was gonna be great, but nah, that's not how shit works. You gotta have quality over quantity, okay? So, but Deadpool and Wolverine, great movie overall. Like the fights were the best parts of the movie to me. Like I just love the fights. I can see why people will say this is probably the weakest of the trilogy. Yeah, like I feel like the story being as condensed as the other two is not even close. Like this story blows into like a huge story where it's like it's Wolverine, it's Deadpool, it's other characters. If you didn't watch the fucking movie, like sorry, it's spoilers. But like the movie is like it brings a lot of other characters and a lot more like layers to the film, so it's hard to like have a great story focused on two characters but also bring other characters and wondering why they're there. You know what I'm saying? Like that just recipe for disaster. And the MCU or Deadpool himself knew it. Deadpool himself literally said fuck the MCU or fuck multiverse, stop multiverse, it's dumb as fuck, you don't need to do anymore. And I agree, I completely agree. I think multiverse is just a dead like event. Like I feel like if you're gonna do multiverse, it has to be big. Like multiverse should have been like the suggestion that I've heard after Endgame, if they were gonna do multiverse saga, should have been okay, every person everybody after Endgame that was getting a movie, it should have been okay, this movie happens in a different reality, this movie happens in a different reality, like Captain America gets a movie in a different reality. You know what I'm saying? Like that should have been the idea. They did not go for that at all. Like they just kept feeding us things thinking that we'll like it, and it's like nah, we don't fuck with that shit. So I think overall, like Deadpool knew that, and they said it in the movie, but they handled the multiverse better than the other movies did. Spider-Man No Way Home, they didn't really do multiverse. Like they didn't really talk about it. They just had two Spider-Man come into their world by Spider-Man villains. Not really a multiverse type of like movie. You know what I mean? Like they're not going through different worlds and doing things. Like Deadpool actually did that, So when we're talking about multiverse, it's just, I think people are just not as interested in multiverse, and which is why I think Fantastic Four would work well, because they're gonna work outside of the universe, meaning they're not gonna be in the main 616 universe. They're gonna breach over. This is what I was told. They're gonna breach over to the main 616 universe, so cinematic universe. So hopefully, like that's cool. Hopefully it's good. Like I wholeheartedly think it's gonna be good. But back to Deadpool and Wolverine, I think the cameos of Wolverine, different versions of Wolverine's, a variant, I think that was probably one of the best parts of the movie. Like they showed Hulk versus Wolverine. They showed like a comic book accurate Wolverine, like he's like fucking 5'2". They showed like one patch Wolverine, eye patch Wolverine. What else did they show? They showed a lot. They showed Henry Cavill Wolverine, which was that was sick as fuck. That was so fucking cool. They showed a whole bunch of different versions. I'm pretty sure they showed like X-Men like animated version Wolverine, which is very cool. I would have loved And I think what they're gonna do in in Secret Wars, or in Secret Wars or Doomsday, Wolverine's costume is gonna be orange. I think orange and brown or something. I think that would be so cool to see. I think that's a more to me, I like that. I like that suit more than the yellow and blue. But they're all fucking amazing. I think what else? What else was good about the movie? The story overall was good. Like, I feel like they did what they can with what they had, and they didn't do much more than what they needed to. Like, not being spoiled of the movie will make you appreciate the movie 1,000 times more. Like, when Spider-Man came out, when Spider-Man No Way Home came out, that movie had so many spoilers in the movie. Meaning, we're talking about, we knew Jamie Foxx was in it. We knew that Andrew Garfield was in it. We possibly knew that Toby was in it. We knew that Alfred Molina was in it, but that was already told. But like, things like that, you don't want to be told, that they're in the movie. You want to be surprised, and when that happens, then people, that's how you put butts in seats. When you hear people be like, "Oh shit, did you know that this guy was in the movie? What? This guy was in the fucking movie? I didn't know that. Let me go see the fucking movie." So it's like, when you're told that all these people are in that movie, it's like, it kind of ruins the surprise of the fucking film. But Deadpool, bro, I didn't even know Elektra was going to be Jennifer Gardner's Elektra, Wesley Snipes' Blade, fucking Channing Tatum's Gambit. And he was a fucking amazing Gambit. Like, his Gambit, I would want to see a show or a movie with him just talking like that, him meeting Rogue. Like, that would be fucking amazing. I loved his character. Even X-23, that was great. What else? Am I missing a character? I feel like I am. I was shocked that Chris Evans was in the film. Sorry, spoilers, but Chris Evans was in the film, and I literally was like, why is I'm like, Captain America, oh shit, like, Captain America's in the fucking film. But then they literally did Human Torch, which was amazing. I was like, oh shit, because that's right, he was fucking Human Torch. Like, dude, I feel like there's a lot they did with the movie and what they had at their disposal. Like, they had so many characters in their disposal. Like, they had the Daredevil character, they had the Fantastic Four, they had the X-Men movies. Like, they could have used literally any character that they've done with 20th Century. Like, wow. I was blown away by the cameos. Like, they were literally, and just the comic accurate things that they done in the movie was just mind-blowing. And that makes you think, these two actors and everybody that was involved in making this film, they know what the fuck they're doing, and you should let them do that. So I feel like they've done a very, very good job on just this film alone, and the scale of the movie, and also how they found a way to keep a lot of that stuff under the rug. Like, they kept a lot of this stuff in the box where nobody will be able to find out, and I think they did a perfect job on that. Like, every character, even the cameo characters, had their chance to shine, and I love that each and every one had a chance. And I'm forever grateful for Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman and everybody that was a part of making this film. Like, they're literally, these are the people that you want to write this films and to write the future Marvel films. So I hope Deadpool has a part in Secret Wars, where he's one of the main people. I hope Wolverine does. And just that's how you write something where everybody has a chance to shine. And I feel like they did a perfect job on doing that. Honestly, I would have to give this film a 9 out of 10, to be honest. It was pretty good to me. I loved all three Deadpool movies. I think I loved them all in order of how they released. So 1, 2, and 3. I really honestly, the thing is, you can't beat an origin movie unless you're Spider-Man 2. Deadpool 2 was great too. You know what I mean? I feel like it's that type of thing. They're all great. So I would have to give this a 9 out of 10. I give all the Deadpools. They have perfect scores, damn near. They're great films. What else? I think that's it. I think that's all I have to say. Perfect film. Nice. Everything was crazy good. I really don't know what else to fucking say about this movie. This movie is great. You should go watch it. And I'm pretty sure, I think this movie will hit $1 billion. And honestly, go watch it. Go see it. I know people that have seen it 3 times already, and it's only Sunday. It's only Sunday, and they've seen it 3 times. So I most likely will see it again. I'll try to go see it on Tuesday if I don't work. But I definitely want to see this film one more time before, like, it's such a good film, and like the surprises in the film, not even just the surprises, just like the movie makes you care. You know what I mean? Like the third act was such a smooth, like I feel like this movie was such a smooth ride, and like the third act, it didn't feel too fast, it didn't feel too slow. Oh, I will say I feel like people will say the villain is kind of weak. Like the villain's motivation is weak. I could see that because it's not. It's like time vary. What is it? TVA. It's just like no one. Like I feel like that's a very weak thing. Like the movie isn't about the villain at all. This movie is not about the villains. This movie is not about anything besides these two. The movie is about these two. It's not about the villain. The villain, the other villain is barely like the other villain barely gets screen time, and it's like you don't really give a fuck about the villain. Like, and the villain has a character arc, but then turns around and does some other shit. So I don't know. It's weird. It's weird with the villain. So that's why I feel like the movie wasn't really about the villains. The movie was about Deadpool and Wolverine and the characters that help these two become who they are and what they're supposed to be and how they're supposed to be. That's what the movie is about. And if you don't see that, if you're going into the movie thinking about all the other things that don't matter, then you're not gonna have a great time. But it's hard to believe that if you don't have a great time, you just don't like to be happy. So when he puts his mask on, I'm talking about Wolverine. When he puts his mask on, fucking amazing. Like literally, it's like the greatest thing ever. And that shot when they jump out they jump out the bus, and then they're literally like Wolverine's literally like this. Like it's just like, gosh, it's literally amazing. So I honestly believe that this is definitely this has to be movie of the year. Obviously, like it's a Marvel movie, but this has to be like best movie since like Endgame. Like, and I'm talking about like even quality wise, like I'm talking CGI wasn't terrible. Obviously, there's some things where it's questionable, but like not a lot of things where it's like, oh, that looks awful, that looks too fake. Like they needed more time to do more things with the film. Like it looks like they did a lot of practical effects, and that's what you want with the film. Like Marvel has been very lackluster on focusing on practical effects, and they have not been caring about VFX artists and understanding that a lot of that stuff takes time to perfect and make it look good, and that it's 2024. Your movie can't look like it was made in 1900s, and then movies that were made in 2000 look better than a movie that was made in 2024. It just doesn't make sense. Like we shouldn't be regressing like that. I honestly believe that this film will be great, and I'm honestly happy about how it turned out for me and for many people. I'm glad. I'm pretty sure most people weren't spoiled by the movie. Like, I feel like if your hand was too close to Twitter and TikTok, you're gonna be spoiled. My brother was spoiled of Chris Evans, but he didn't know who Chris Evans. He thought he thinks, because he hasn't seen it yet. He thinks that Chris Evans is Captain America. So he saw a clip of Chris Evans in the film, but he doesn't know that Chris Evans is Captain America, or he doesn't know that Chris Evans is Human Torch. So he really lucked up. So he's gonna go in the movie thinking, oh, that it's Captain America, but it's really not. So honestly, a lot of surprises. It hurt my heart that they said that Daredevil died. Ben Affleck's Daredevil. That would have been great to see Ben Affleck's Daredevil, but whatever. No, honestly, this film really does great. A lot of good fan service, like just phenomenal stuff. Like honestly, blows your fucking mind. So I think that's it for my little rant. 16-minute rant, too fucking long. Maybe shorter when I cut it out. I don't have a script, so fuck you to all those people that are like, get a script. No, I'm going off rip, bitch. Going off straight rip, bitch. But thank you guys for watching. And peace.